5, 4, 3, 2. Good evening, Pony League. We're here for the 2019 Palomino World Series here in Laredo, Texas. On the field is the Puerto Rican team taking the field, and tonight we're going to have Youngstown, Ohio, and Astros versus the Guaynabo Puerto Rican All-Star team. A rematch from yesterday's game. It was a phenomenal game, 0-0 up until the 6th inning when Ohio was able to score a run, but in the 7th, the Puerto Rican team came back and won the game 3-1. Interesting game there. It was a no-hitter up until the 7th inning for the Ohio team, and it was a spectacular finish for the Puerto Rican team, to say the least. It was phenomenal just to see the style of play and the high quality of play that both teams had. We've seen it all over the World Series this 2019 for the Palomino division. Great baseball. Let's see what happens today at this game. Worley?
Thank you very much for having me, Robert. And yes, you're right. You got to be excited. Yesterday's game was amazing, and I know you were calling the game with our friend Jeff Quigg. And Youngstown goes all the way to the 7th, and they have a no-hitter going into the 7th. Puerto Rico has a one-hitter going into the 7th, and at the end, Puerto Rico prevails. They win the game, but it was as frustrating as can be for Youngstown, Ohio. They turn around today. They win their game earlier today to get the rematch with Puerto Rico. If you don't think Youngstown doesn't want to play Puerto Rico, you are just deadly mistaken. Ohio is here. They brought a talented team. They're focused to win this thing. They are playing Puerto Rico, so there's a couple of things, Robert, that I think is happening. One, their goal is still intact to where they want to make it to the championship of this tournament. Two, they want Puerto Rico, and they want them bad. And we get to celebrate that competition right now. We're getting ready for the first pitch.
Definitely, this high-stakes game here. The winner will be advancing to the World Series Finals with the defending champions, Chinese Taipei. Looks like we're getting ready for gameplay here. Number 4 at the bat for Youngstown. Here goes the pitch. Low and outside.
Chase Franken at the plate. Chase Franken and the rest of his team, aggressive. This morning's game, they created runs. They hit the ball hard. They kept it in play. Their pitching did a great job.
Colon on the mound for Puerto Rico. Number 6.
Puerto Rico has really come around. When they first started the tournament, they were so tight. They weren't playing loose. Yesterday, they really loosened up. It was just
foul ball.
It was just fun to watch them, how they loosened up. And actually, I think they were in shock as good as Youngstown was playing yesterday. Their pitching was tremendous. It was just a good, solid baseball game.
It was a tight game all the way to the end in that one. And so with tight games, you can tell how much strain he put on the players. Try not to make any mistakes. There was no errors. It was a no-hitter going into the 6th. So interesting to see what the outcome was, to see Puerto Rico come on top. We'll see what happens here today with this rematch. These two powerhouses here in the Laredo Pony World Series. Colon with the pitch. Big swing. Looks like it's going to drop in for a base hit for number 4, Franken from the Ohio Youngstown Astros.
That's how you start off the game. Franken, get on base. What's the most important thing of a leadoff batter? Get on base. Get something going. We've found that these games, it's early on when you score runs. You have to manufacture a run, get it in, and then defend your position. That's been the theme throughout. Let's see if that continues in this game today.
Here with the opportunity, Youngstown with a batter on first base, number 6. Braden is up at the plate. Strike 1.
Yes, we're going to be looking in on YouTube, and I already see somebody saying, "Vamos arriba, Puerto Rico." We are going to get a lot of that.
Gracias, Sonia, por sus comentarios en YouTube. Pop fly, foul ball.
Robert, you're telling me you have some blood that goes back to Puerto Rico?
My mother is Puerto Rican. I am half Puerto Rican on my mom's side. So I do have family who still lives in Puerto Rico. There today, actually.
All right. Like, so, okay, no favoritisms.
No favoritism here. I mean, maybe my heart's in it. I do want Puerto Rico to come out on this one. We'll see how the Chinese Taipei team,
we'll do it like this. We'll do it like this. You're not getting paid. This is volunteer work.
Definitely.
So you can cheer for whatever's in your heart.
Awesome.
So if your blood is pumping Puerto Rico, more favor to you, okay?
Definitely is pumping today. Colon on the mound. Runner on first base. 0-2 count, no outs. For Braden, number 6 at the plate.
Yeah, you get into these situations in batting where 0-2, you get to an 0-2 situation, you're going to have to protect the plate, and Braden is doing that right now. He's protecting the plate, trying to make something happen. He's a second batter. He needs to advance that runner. He put himself in a hole. Let's see how he does to protect the plate.
Definitely behind the count on this one. Braden at the plate. Colon with the setup. They wind up with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First out here for Puerto Rico. First strikeout for Colon. Looks like it's going to be a big battle today.
Let's hope our audio is better. We're getting that one of our mics is not fully connected or something. I don't know.
Only left. No. Maybe mine's off.
Jacob in the booth is checking that out, but I think we should be okay. Yep, he says we're okay.
We're okay.
We'll try to speak louder.
Speak louder?
Sorry about that, Chris.
Colon on the mound. Ooh, runner goes. Catcher's able to keep it in front.
What a nice pitch to run on. Colon throwing that curveball into the dirt. It was a straight-up steal, but definitely a pitch to run on. And Franken advances to second.
Runner on second base. Colon taking a sip off the mound.
If you're Youngstown, this is very important. You need this run.
Opportunity here for Youngstown to score. Colon with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Bert Camper at the plate.
Camper, the catcher, opening day, hit that gigantic home run to left.
1-1 with 1 out. Runner on second base. Camper at the plate. Colon setting for the pitch. Here comes a pitch. Low in the dirt. Back behind the catcher. Youngstown runner advances to third base. Pitcher quickly comes to cover home.
That was definitely a pitch the catcher should be able to block. You need that from your catcher, especially with someone in scoring position. The runner advances 90 feet. Big opportunity for the big catcher, Bert Camper.
See if Camper can take advantage here. Runner in scoring position, third base, 1 out here. 2-1 count for Camper. Let's see what the Puerto Rican pitcher throws next. Colon at the mound. Checking the signs there. Here comes a pitch. High and inside. Ball 3. 3-1 count here for Camper. Runner on. Let's see what we can do.
If I'm the coach for Ohio, I love this count. 3-1 on Camper. Good eye by Camper, and he takes the walk.
Looks like catcher's going to come on and give some signs here for the infield. The runners on the corners. Third and first. Colon with the pitch. Strike. Strike one for...
Here's a chance for McInnes to do his thing. Justin McInnes taking that first strike. Always good to get that first strike, get into the game.
Justin playing third base for you, Ohio Youngstown. Colon on the mound, keeping him honest, throwing to first base.
We saw yesterday Puerto Rico, that middle infield turns double plays, and they're so fast at their double plays, and they have strong arms. You know, if there is a grounder to the infield, you have to run fast. You have to get down the base path because these guys can turn a double play.
They will take advantage of that quick hands that they have there at the Puerto Rican infield. Let's see what Colon does with this pitch here. Swing. High pop fly to center left field. Looks like the center field gets underneath it. Youngstown runner tags. Looks like he's going to be safe. They hold the runner at first base.
Nice set of hitting right there. Just getting the ball to the outfield, making sure that they can score a run. Runner tags. He comes in safely. There was a bobble of the ball, but McInnes stays at first base. Man on first. Youngstown with an early lead, something they wanted. They wanted to get on this pitcher early, and they are definitely doing that.
Very aggressive in the batting there for Youngstown, but it results in one run there, and it's a 1-0 Youngstown up. Along with the pitch. Big swing again. Pop flies. It looks like the second baseman's going to get underneath it. End the inning.
What a pick-me-up for Youngstown to get that first run. You know, when you play a team like Puerto Rico and you're just so frustrated, you guys did so well, but you just couldn't pull off that win. You know, that stays with you. That lingers with you. So going out there, hitting this pitcher, and getting that run on the board makes you feel that much stronger, that much more confident that, okay, that was a fluke yesterday what happened. You know, we should dominate this game. The Astros coming out with an early one-run lead, and now we get to see what Puerto Rico is going to do at the plate.
1-0 for Ohio, and we'll see what Puerto Rico can do in the plate. We had our sponsors coming out, Andy's Mobility, Sunbelt Air Conditioning, Person Whitworth's and Brochures, Rooftop Digital Retrographics, Liquid Studio Group, Real Texas, Rudy's Barbecue, Playmore Entertainment,
Just before this game, we had Chinese Taipei playing the host team, Laredo. Taipei winning that one 8-1, looking very strong on the mound. That is the team that is in the championship. That is the team that won it last year. They're back this year. They come loaded. They come with at least 4 players that were drafted in the Taiwan draft. I do know that there's some players from Youngstown that have been looking at playing at the college level, the pro level, so they bring just as much talent. Same thing with Puerto Rico, being looked at by several organizations with their top prospects, their infielders. So it's just a round of talent here. This is just a talent pool that all weekend we've been able to see some amazing plays. I mean, specifically third base, and it's not because we're stationed on the third base side, but we've seen some incredible plays at third base, and it's several teams. And I don't know what position has impressed you, but beyond the pitching,
standout catcher.
We've got some guns.
Some guns. We saw, I think yesterday, a pretty close play at second base where I want to say it was what team? What, it was you and I that was announcing that game, no? And you had mentioned it, the play before that the cat. Oh, you know what? It was this game, Puerto Rico with Jeff. He mentioned that Puerto Rico that their catcher had a real good arm, and they got a call yesterday that really turned it around, and they turned momentum towards their end. So let's see what happens here. Youngstown on the mound, Puerto Rico at bat. It's the bottom of the first inning here. Puerto Rico is trying to see what can happen with that 1-run lead that they got to amount to.
This is, this game, you almost play it as if this is it. This is the game. So we're going to see both coaches utilizing their pitchers. But if they get in trouble, they're going to start having to make changes early because this is a game that'll get you into the championship.
Easily handled by the third baseman, Colon, with a pop-up.
Colon with a pop-up, that was just a dud.
Number 1, Colon, playing left field, popped up to the left field to third baseman. Easy work for him. He pulled it in for the first out of this bottom of the first. Number 9, Kevin Bermudez, up at the plate. Just want to say hello to Lisa Bermudez, tuning in on YouTube. Vamos Boricuas arriba is her comment. Vamos Boricuas. Bermudez at the plate. Low in the dirt. Ball 1.
Yeah, just a shout out to Paul who's listening in. And yes, we'll be fair. Hey, I'm from Laredo. Laredo's not playing, but hey, I'll tell you this. I was born in Chicago. That's Midwest. So I'm the Ohio guy. Does that work for everybody in Ohio? I don't know, but I'll support them. They play good baseball. Really enjoy them. Their coach is pretty fantastic. He's been very colorful here in town, talking to people and letting them know how much he enjoys coming to Laredo, Texas. So
Strike 1 called.
And they're called the Astros.
They are.
So
that's extra for you there.
Yeah,
Orly.
absolutely.
3-1 count here, 1 out. Ball. Ooh, called strike. 3-2, full count. This reminds me of my favorite saying that umpires always tell me is, it's not a strike until I call it. So that was not a strike. Well, it was. He called it. Oh, good hit by Bermudez. Second baseman couldn't handle it. Able to sneak in there for a base hit.
I'll tell you what, just for those people that are watching on TV, that infield where the second baseman took that dive, that's artificial turf. That's not dirt. Okay? So the ball plays differently. So the green that you see, that's artificial turf. The brown you see on the field where second baseman is, that's also artificial turf. The only area you have dirt is around the bases. You might see a transition in color there, but the rest, the base path, that's all artificial turf.
There's a runner throwing second. Save. Called save.
I'll tell
good
you
throw
what,
by the catcher, though. It was right there.
That Camper, he's a stud. He throws a good baseball. I mean, he just missed out by a little bit. The only difference was probably that jump was just one step faster than Camper, but any other guy taking off, if he doesn't take that step, Camper gets him.
I'm going to tend to agree with the umpire on this one. Looked like he got underneath that tag. But we'll see what happens here. One around second base. Puerto Rico with an opportunity here. 1-0 count. Pitcher steps off the mound just to give himself a little breather there. Pitcher sets. Here comes a pitch. Called strike. 1-1, 1 out. Runner on second base. Let's see what happens here.
It's nice when you have a catcher that has an arm, who's a captain of your team, because he neutralizes some base stealing, because you just know what you've got back there if you're the opposing team.
Here comes a pitch. Ball 3. 3-1 count, 1 out, runner on second base. Puerto Rico with an opportunity here, runner scoring position.
Obviously, these are counts that you don't want your pitcher getting into.
Ahead of the count here, batter in the batting box has an opportunity, make something happen. Ooh, ball 4. Anke Flores taking his base. Runners in first and second.
I tend to think that even though that was a walk, that kind of sets up something a little bit for Youngstown. They get a chance for a double play ball. some people might say, oh, he walked them, but sometimes there's a positive side to that. So that gives an option for Youngstown. Let's see what they do with this.
Definitely a strategic move there if they did. Savin Ceballos on the plate, number 12 for Puerto Rico. Playing shortstop for the Puerto Rican team. Runners on second and first. Catcher able to keep that in front of him.
Good job by Camper to get to the ball. Cat-like reflexes. You have to. You got to get up because these runners on the base, they are fast. And you think that ball's close to the catcher, but these guys are so fast. You've got to be on your game.
And they're aggressive, too.
They are.
They're going to try to take advantage of any misstep by the Youngstown, Ohio team. Let's see if the Astros can get out of this inning. Ooh, we're high and inside. Ball 2. 2-1 count, 1 out. Runners on second and first. Puerto Rico with an opportunity to put some runs on the board. Fighting with the ball. Here comes the pitch. Foul ball. 2-2 count.
Yesterday's game, Puerto Rico hit a couple of shots that were a little bit deep. So Ohio outfielders playing a little bit back. So anything hit to the outfield, it's going to be close at home because they are a little bit farther back than normal.
Here comes the pitch. Ooh. Off Ceballos' leg. Number 12, Savin Ceballos at the plate. Runners on second and first. 2-2 count, 1 out. Franken on the mound. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt.
Nice block. I've repeated this over and over. You know, if you're the pitcher and you have a catcher that is willing to sacrifice his body to stop that pitch in the dirt, that's more confidence to your pitcher to know that he can throw that pitch.
Alejandro Soler behind the plate for Puerto Rico playing catcher. Oh. Burt Camper doing a great job for Ohio.
Well, he's going out to the mound because he has to talk to his pitcher. You know, it's you know, you can't let the coach go out all the time. It's got to be the captain of the team. He's got to go out there and just relax him, say, come on, you could do this. And so that kind of helps calm everything down. It's early in the game. There's no reason to panic. You're still strong. You know, let's play catch. You and I, let's play catch.
Definitely something that the catcher could have conveyed to the pitcher there. Bases loaded here. 1 out. Ooh, inside. Strike 1. Called strike. 0-1 count, 1 out with bases loaded. Luis Hernandez at the plate. DHing. There's a throw for home. Save. First base. Tried to catch him there snoozing at first base. Catcher tried to make a throw in the back door.
You got to love Camper. That's confident. That's a guy that knows he can throw to first and he can get somebody out. You know, most people would say, oh, be careful. Not him. He'll throw it.
Bases loaded. Risky move there by Camper to throw it at first. Worked out that time. 1-1 count, 1 out. Big swing and a miss by DH Luis Hernandez for Puerto Rican team. 1-2 count, 1 out. Bases loaded for Puerto Rico. Let's see if they can make this happen. Put some runs on the board. It's a 1-0 game, Ohio on top. Swing. And it's through the infield. 1 run scores, and it looks like another run's going to come in. And there's going to be a throw at third. Out at third. Throw to second base. Out at second base. Double play.
How about that Youngstown team?
Wow.
2-run score. But even though the runs score, the focus that the Youngstown players have to keep playing the game. Camper getting the ball, throwing a shot to third base, getting him out. The third baseman, McGinnis, on his behind, throwing a shot to second base to get the runner at second. That is good baseball. You know, you can sit and put your head down and say, oh, I can't believe it, they scored 2 runs, and just stop play. Not this team. Ohio staying focused. Camper throwing the ball to second base. Amazing plays. Yeah, do they not like the fact that 2 runs scored? No, but you know what? They stayed with it. That's excellent baseball. The score, 2-1 Puerto Rico.
Definitely concentration on the Ohio Youngstown Astros there. They did not give up on that play, even though, like you said, already 2 runs scored. Usually you would put your head down and see what happens, but not this Youngstown team. Astros took advantage of getting out of the jam there, only allowing 2 runs. Puerto Rico on top, though, 2-1. Let's see what happens.
How many times do you see players just kind of peter out, 2 runs score and all, and they don't continue the play, and then at second base, the runner was actually safe, but he popped off the bag, and credit Ohio for keeping the glove there. You never know what's going to happen. Don't stop. Stay with the play. That's a perfect example of staying with the play. And once again, yeah, there was 2 runs, but what positive way to come off the field to pump up your pitcher, to let him know that, he's still okay. He's going to get the job done. Just stay with it. Camper going to the mound, talking to his pitcher. This is going to be a good one.
It is all thrills here in Laredo for this late game between Ohio Youngstown and Puerto Rico. Pony League World Series gameplay in action here. Palomino 2019. Up to bat number 9, Bobby Lane for Ohio Youngstown. Colon still on the mound for Puerto Rico. Colon in the stretch. Here goes a pitch. Big swing. Foul ball.
Just to continue with what we were talking about, that throw from the outfield was really offline. It came off the base path, but credit Camper for attacking the ball and making the play at third happen. He saw it all in front of him.
I mean, the instinct in that situation is just to hold the ball and hold the runners. But good throw on Camper's part. He made it work. Colon on the mound. Bobby Lane at the plate. High and outside for Colon. Trying to find his spot there. 1-2 count, no outs. Puerto Rico on defense. Ohio at the plate. Here comes a pitch. Ooh, high and inside. Called, tip, hit, player. Bobby Lane taking his base.
They're calling a hit batter?
They are. We saw a bunch of hits in the last game between the Chinese Taipei and the host team Laredo Pony League. I think it was around 4 that the host team accidentally hit, allowing the opportunities.
I think one player got hit twice.
Unfortunate for him. I always say this, and those of you who've been listening have been hearing me say it all day and yesterday, it only hurts for a little while.
You're not the one getting hit.
I said, well, I ain't afraid of the ball either. Strike 1, Colon. 0-1 count. Runner on first base. Youngstown at the plate. Let's see if they can take advantage here. I feel like with yesterday's pitching duel, this might be a high-scoring game.
It could be. All the bats are swinging. I just like to see Youngstown and Puerto Rico take the pitcher deeper into the count. Make him throw some pitches. Don't just chase after that first pitch.
Make him work, yeah.
Make him work at it. It is hot out there on the field, so you want him to work.
High and outside for Colon.
I don't want to rank pitchers for teams as a first pitcher, second pitcher, third pitcher, but these are definitely guys that are down. They're not their top pitchers now because we're later in the tournament, so you want to have them throw as much as they can, put them in situations, get them out of their comfort zone.
Well, these young guys are pretty versatile, so you'll see them pitch more often, and the coaches are on top of those pitch counts, so they'll stretch them out between the series. Colon on the mound. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs for Youngstown. Colon set. Here's a pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 count.
He wanted that one, didn't he?
He did. He looked like he wanted to tattoo it, but it just didn't connect. Colon on the mound. Ricky at the plate.
Good eye at the plate.
Playing second base.
Let's see what Coach Pletcher has in mind, giving the signals.
Runner gets his sign from the third base coach. Pitcher sets. Here comes the ball. Here it goes. And it was a pitch out. Safe. Called safe. Interesting how they were able to run that out there.
Oh, hey, you know, if you're going to get picked off, take off, go. And the first baseman bobbled the ball just enough. But how about the commitment? You're going to steal, go through.
Definitely committed on that one. I was fooled. I was looking at home plate, and the play was at second, and it was safe.
Youngstown getting a break there.
Definitely a break on that one. Full count here for Youngstown. Ricky at the mound, at the plate. Number 6, Colon, pitching for Puerto Rico. Colon set. With the pitch. Called strike! Strike 3, sit him down first out of this inning. And he is in disbelief, the Youngstown player, Ricky. Not sure what happened.
Oh, yeah, and Coach Pletcher letting the umpire know.
Oh, coach is animate there. Outside, look, outside of the coach's box there. Good 2 feet. Making sure the umpire can hear him from where he's at. I'm sure it's some choice words too.
And that steal, getting to second base. What a break.
Brandon Gilpy at the plate. Swing and a miss. Brandon trying to take advantage here. 1 out with a runner in scoring position. Runner on second base. Colon at the mound. Looking to get out of this jam. It was a pitch. Big swing, foul tip.
That was a good pitch, good swing right there. 0-2 now the count with 1 out. Gelpy, the batter, is going to have to protect himself here.
Deep in the hole, Gelpy. 0-2 count. Let's see what happens here. Colon with the pitch. Runner on second base. In the dirt, up, and catcher's trying to look for it. Around, doesn't know where it's at. Can finally get to it. Runner held at third. Gelby just happy he didn't get hit.
Yeah, you know, this backstop is pretty wide back there, and any ball gets back there, if you have a runner coming in from second and third, that runner is considering coming home. He didn't go home on that side, but the catcher needs to be aware that he has a lot of room back here, and he's got to get the ball.
Ohio threatening here with a runner on third base. 2 out, 1 out, 2 strikes. Gelpy at the plate. And they just called the balk on the Puerto Rican pitcher Colon. Allow advancing the runner on third for a score. This was a huge misstep by the Puerto Rican team.
I don't know what happened there, but
it was a move that he didn't make fluently to the home plate, and they called the balk.
He
jerked his back leg.
He wound up. He was coming to the plate, but he just didn't throw the ball.
Let's see the replay there.
And you fabricate that run by just plain old hustle.
Yeah.
You're talking about a guy that should have been picked off at first. They caught him. He hustled all the way to second base, was safe at second, then pass ball and out balk. So Youngstown staying in this and taking advantage of some mistakes by Puerto Rico.
Definitely a big mistake here early on in the second inning. Gelpy at the plate. Big swing. Looks like it's fair ball. Gelpy's going to round first. He's going to be held up. Looks like Puerto Rico's going to bring it in. 2 outs. 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nice hitting right there on a 1-2 pitch. Just to protect the plate, but put it right down the line. The third baseman never had a chance.
Brandon Beek at the plate for Ohio Youngstown. Runner on first base. Big swing and a foul ball.
Oh, he's up there swinging. He's not. Did you see that cut?
They smell blood there. Youngstown Astros. 1 out. They want to capitalize on this mistake by the Puerto Rican team. Tied it up here. Looking to go ahead. Colon getting a signal from the catcher. Here comes a pitch. Called ball.
You know, so many little things can impact a pitcher. Having somebody on first base, pitcher has to go to the stretch. Maybe he's not used to throwing from the stretch. Then you have that guy taking that big lead.
Colon on the mound. Oh, throwing it to first base. First baseman had to scoop it up. Always risky, those pickoffs. Brandon Beek at the plate. Here comes a pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 count here. 1 out. Runner on first base for Youngstown.
Colon trying to throw that ground ball for the double play.
Trying to get a jam here. Puerto Rico. Number 6, Colon on the plate. Here comes a pitch. Called ball. 2-2 count. Colon struggling here on the mound.
That was a nice pitch outside, trying to see if the batter would chase that. He did not.
2-2 count here, 1 out with 1 on first. Colon with the pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. Strike 3. Strike out. Second out of the inning. Let's see if Colon can keep this going.
Good job on his part to stay focused with a man on first base, throwing a high fastball. As always, those high fastballs look very good.
Chase Franken on the mound, on the plate. Runner on first base, Colon on the mound. It's all tied up here in this inning. Ohio Youngstown threatening to score more. Checking the runner at first, Colon throwing it. Franken trying to help his own cause here. Goes a runner. And he gets away from the shortstop. And the runner gets up standing on third. Very aggressive base running here for the Ohio Youngstown team.
Absolutely. You know, you love the fact that they're staying aggressive with 2 outs, trying to fabricate something, trying to stay out of a double play, but heads up running there on a scoop by the shortstop. He tried to scoop a low pitch, went into center field. No hesitation by the runner. He gets over to third base. Nice hustle. Now the situation, 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes, and an opportunity to score a run.
Runner on third. Youngstown threatening here to add to the board here. There's a pitch. Big swing and a miss by number 4. Chase Franken.
You got to like Franken. You look at him, his uniform's all dirty. That guy just plays in the dirt.
Big swing and a miss there. Second strike.
There's just guys that are like that. You know, they dive for the ball. They're sliding hard. They play hard. He just looks like a tough baseball player. You know, he just loves the game and will get dirty.
Only a couple of them in history that we can think of. Ooh. Ball outside. 2-2 count, 2 outs, run around third for Youngstown. Willie Mays would get dirty. Pete Rose would definitely get dirty.
Wow.
A couple of them in history that we can think of that play that style, put their body ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Little conversation going on there between the pitcher and catcher. Colon trying to get out of this inning. 2-2 count with 2 outs. Run around third. Franken at the plate, trying to help himself here. Put some more runs on the board. Here comes a pitch. Ooh, half swing. Gets by the Colon. Shortstop's going to scoop it up. And it looks like it's going to be an out to end the inning.
Yeah, that was a check swing, but had a little power on it. The shortstop had to come in. He made a great play at first, charging hard and making a good throw because Franken can get down the line. He thought he beat it, but that shortstop is just pretty fantastic for Puerto Rico. But, credit him for charging in hard and making the play. If he stays back, that run scores. And then Franken's safe at first. So Puerto Rico doing their thing, getting out of the inning.
Pretty sure Franken wants that swing back, but little half swing got him thrown out at first and the inning. Let's see what happens here with Youngstown on the defense. Puerto Rico's going to try to score some runs here. Let's see what offense they can pull out. Puerto Rico, big mistake in the last inning. Bach leads into a run around third, advances.
Yeah, it's a combination of mistakes and hustle. There are a lot of things, you can see it differently depending on what side you're looking at, but when you're a pitcher and your team gets some runs and ties up the game, you're in the hole, they come back, they help you out. That gives you confidence as a pitcher, and the only thing I kind of tend to worry about is Franken was the last at bat. He hustled down. He's a speedster. He gets down, but then he has to come in, get his glove. They've got to kind of kill some time to give him a chance to catch his breath and get on the mound. I know he's a workhorse, but that's still a lot for him as a pitcher. You might want to get somebody to get him his glove and take it to him every once in a while simply because he had to go all the way to the dugout, come back out, and that's a lot. He probably went in, got to drink some water, but the time between innings isn't as much as you would typically see in maybe the majors, something like that. We don't have commercials, so he has to come back out, but he's got to get his breath and get ready to pitch.
Definitely these games go by quicker than those major league games. Less stoppages, like you said, no commercials. We do have little brief breaks here where we try to thank our sponsors, but as far as 30-second breaks and 45-second breaks, we don't have those here. So let's see what happens. It was number 19 at the plate. Joscar Feliciano at the plate for Puerto Rico. Joscar Feliciano looking to get on base here, help their team get out of this tie game.
You just wonder how the Youngstown pitcher's doing. You want to, like I said, you want to give him a chance to get some rest. That way he can get out there and catch his breath.
Called strike one. Franken putting in work early on. Yesterday was a pitcher's duel up until the 6th inning. Let's see what happens today. I want to see some runs, to tell you the truth.
Well, you talk about a no-hitter and a one-hitter in a game. So afterwards, you talk to the batters. You start, talk about working the counts, trying to do a better job of swinging the bat. So, they were coming out to swing today.
Strike 2. 1-2 count. Feliciano at the plate. Franken on the mound. Franken getting a signal. Winds up in a pitch. Ooh,
look at that, Coach.
Able to get out of the way with that one. Quick little cut. Coach is able to move. That'll wake you up.
Oh, salsa moves and everything helped him out on that one.
He juked him out. I think he was going to go left. He went right. Feliciano at the plate. Franken getting his footing there. Here comes a pitch. High ball. 2-2 count, no outs. Nobody on base here for Puerto Rico. Feliciano at the plate.
Actually, that was a very good pitch. You don't want to give anything to Feliciano.
Hoping he'd bite. And he got him with a strike 3.
Nice
Caught him
bender
looking.
there. You know, here I am worried
Youngstown.
about Franken, and he seems to be doing okay.
Franken is in the groove now with that strikeout. Confidence level is up with that pitch. 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
You know, it looks like he set him up. He came in with a high fastball, and batter didn't take. And then he comes back with a bender. Looks like it's going to come in high, and then it, boom, drops down. So nice pitching.
That high fastball definitely was a fishing operation, but that last strike was cold and center. Franken with the pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss.
Talk about changing speeds. I'm looking at the board, and I want to say that ball was like 60 miles an hour.
Alejandro Sole at the plate. Couldn't quite get a handle on that changeup. Definitely would change the pace on him. Franken on the mound. Here comes a pitch. Strike 2. 1-2 count, 1 out. Nobody on base. Puerto Rico trying to make something happen here. Swing and a miss.
Beautiful pitching.
And they're going
there.
to take it around. Beautiful pitching, yes.
I'll tell you, I don't know if Franken is a pitcher on his regular team. I think he's the infielder first, pitcher second, but I could be wrong. But he definitely understands what he has to do. He's changing speeds. He's moving the ball up and down. He's doing a great job to keep this Puerto Rico baseball team off kilt. And you're seeing a lot of half swings and just guys buckling at their knees.
Big swing. Big swing. It's down to center to the right field, going to the wall. Looks like it's going to be a double for Puerto Rico. Big hit there for number 20. For number 20. Omar Peña. Omar Peña with that shot to center right field that went straight to the wall.
And it wasn't necessarily a bad pitch. It was a low pitch. He golfed that ball
dug it.
out there. He hit it a mile.
Good thing he made contact with it.
This is a big outfield, so to get it over the fence, you really have to hit the ball hard.
Wilfredo Delgado at the plate, number 17, playing center field for Puerto Rico. 1 around second base, 2 outs. Strike 1.
Signs that this is a ballpark that's hard to hit a home run. We have a restaurant out there that put a sign that says if you hit the sign, we'll give you $2,000.
Yes, if you do hit the Taco Palenque sign,
Just
home
lets you
run
know
here,
how hard it is.
$2,000. So this is a big park. And another rip going, looks like it's going to go over the left fielder's head, bounce back to the wall. Run scores. Looks like we're going to end up at second base there. Double for Wilfredo Delgado.
Back-to-back doubles. Low pitches that these guys just drive to the outfield.
And just like that, Puerto Rico goes on top.
All done with 2 outs. Franken needing to buckle down here, just not to worry about that, but just worry about the batter. He's got 2 outs. He just needs to focus. Puerto Rico doing a great job of attacking the ball.
Here comes a pitch. Big swing there. And he's out. That'll be it for the inning.
Play.
Bottom of the second half here. 1 run scored for Puerto Rico to take the lead, 3-2.
Damage was done. How hard were those balls hit?
Damage was definitely done. That one center right field was hit pretty hard, tattooed.
Yeah,
it went all the way to the wall, and you heard it off the bat. Ping.
This Puerto Rican team, if you give them momentum, they get energy. You don't want them to have anything positive happen because then it starts rolling from them. They start moving. You want to try to keep them down. Don't let them, get too excited. Youngstown doing a good job, but the first 2 batters come out. Franken able to take care of them. Who knows? Maybe the fatigue got to him a little bit. He was trying to throw it down low to the ankles, just stayed up just a little bit, and the Puerto Rican team, they crushed those low pitches, and we saw an example of that.
Just like yesterday, this is going to be a battle between Puerto Rico and Ohio. Youngstown Astros, it's going to be a close game here. Puerto Rico just took the lead, 3-1 for 3-2 for those of you who were just tuning in. Looks like we have the Youngstown Astros up at the plate. Braden's going to be leading off here, playing shortstop for Youngstown. Colon still on the plate, still on the mound for Puerto Rico. Shaddai. Looks like he was the final out of the last inning. Good throw by the catcher there, looking to continue play here.
Coming up for Youngstown, Ohio, number 6, Braden O'Shaughnessy.
Braden O'Shaughnessy for at the plate for Ohio.
I was just waiting for you to pronounce the last name. You chickened out and
Braden.
waited for the PA pronounce it. Okay. Yeah,
I like to make it personable, you know.
Oh,
Braden.
yeah, sure you do.
Braden.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at the
his mom's here in the live feed, so I just want to say hi to her too.
Really?
No, she's not. No, she's not. But if she had been, I would have definitely said hi. Let me look. Maybe she is. And that's an easy ground ball for second base. Looks like Braden's thrown out, first out of the inning.
Once again, if you're Youngstown, yes, you like that first pitch, and it's a good pitch, but you want to try to take that pitcher and extend the inning, get into deeper counts. I personally think that that's the way for Youngstown to go and try to get on this pitcher.
It's something you have to take into account when you're trying to be aggressive on the batter's box there. I mean, swinging at the first pitch can sometimes win a game, and sometimes can be the mistake you make. Sort of like shooting a three-pointer in NBA. You live by the three, die by the three. I mean, you swing at the first pitch, well, you live and die by it.
Well, I mean, a good batter, these are excellent baseball players. They know a good pitch when they see one, and they take advantage of it. But, this pitcher, he seems to get rattled a little if you take him deeper into the count.
Along with the pitch. Ooh, the crowd is not appreciating that call by the umpire there. Ball 1. 1-1, 1 out, no runners on.
But I can tell you this, Puerto Rico's doing a great job of getting him some runs. So wherever he lacks in his pitching, his teammates are really picking it up for him.
Looks like it's the same spot, and the umpire's going to be consistent on that one. Ball 2. 2-1 count, 1 out. Puerto Rican fans aren't happy with that one. Colon on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Big swing up in the air. Looks like the first baseman for the Puerto Rican team is going to get underneath it and dive for the catch. Great play there by the Puerto Rican first baseman to get it under his horse and get underneath it.
I swear, that ball must have been swirling up there because it looked like he was dancing around.
Must have hit that higher jet stream up there. Sometimes you can lose track of it in this night sky.
We do have a wind that comes off of the airport. We're right near the stadium is right next to the airport, so there is nothing out there. There's no trees. There's nothing out there. There's no buildings. So, yeah, you do have that breeze that comes.
Ooh, over the press box. Foul ball. Thought that was coming right for you. Your window's open.
Yeah, I got to get out of the way.
Colon on the mound with the pitch. Hard swing. Shortstop scoops it up. Looks like it's going to be the final out of the inning for Puerto Rico.
Nice job by Colon to pitch a ground ball there, get himself out of the inning.
It's like exactly what Puerto Rico needed here. It was a 0-run inning here for the Ohio team. Kept them to 0 going into the bottom of the third.
He did do a good job. We're here at Uni-Trade Stadium, Laredo, Texas, home of the Palomino World Series, Pony Palomino World Series. This is Uni-Trade Stadium that is the only stadium that is the host home for a Mexican League baseball team.
Yes.
The Nuevo Laredo Tecolotes play in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, which is our sister city on the other side of the river, the Rio Grande, separating the United States from Mexico. They play half their home games there, at La Junta Park.
At La Junta Park there in Nuevo Laredo, yes. That's
And
where
then
play.
they come over here to the United States and they'll play. So they'll do a series. And
Here at
split the
Uni-Trade.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, here at Uni-Trade.
Yeah.
They'll split the series. So we have both Mexican League Baseball. Mexican baseball here is what we have. Those of you that don't know, the level of play is considered AAA. So this is a AAA ball stadium.
So we see some good players come and go there at Tecolotes from the Mexican League. The style of play there is a little different, but they got some good teams over there in the Mexican League. The Sultanes from Monterrey, the defending champions from the league.
Right.
They get some good games here in Laredo. Definitely a baseball town.
It is a baseball
We really do
town.
enjoy our baseball. Home of the Border Olympics as well, for those of you who
That's
follow
right.
it.
Border Olympics, which is a nonprofit organization that puts together a high school baseball tournament here in Laredo, Texas. It's a host for 60 teams, 6-0, from all over the state of Texas. They come down here. They play the games throughout the city. They're playing games. It's 4 days of baseball with the championship game here at Uni-Trade Stadium. Typically, the champions have gone on to the state championship, so we're proud to say that we bring some high caliber baseball here.
High caliber in that Border League, Border Olympics there, but not just baseball, all sorts of sports as well, track and field, and all sorts of other things going on. I believe it's during the February time of the early of the spring semester. Big hit there by Puerto Rico. Youngstown's able to get underneath it though. Second out of the inning.
That really helps Youngstown to get that one pitch, one out. The idea is get back into the dugout quickly. It's hot out there. This turf radiates a lot of heat. It's cooler weather because the sun went down, but it's still hot out there.
97 degrees currently here in Laredo, Texas. Mostly cloudy. We do feel a slight breeze here.
Our first day it was 106, and the umpires were taking measurements of the heat factor out there, and it was at 160.
Out on the field, yeah.
Out on the field.
Big hit, foul ball down the right foul line. That ball's going fast, real quick, but it was foul ball. Number 4, Franken on the mound for Youngstown. Battling it out, trying to keep this game close. 0-2 count here. 1 out, no runners on. Another rip to down the right field line, foul ball.
I think Braden's brother just said, "Hi, Donald. Thank you for checking in with us."
Franken with the pitch. Low and outside. Ball 1. 1-2 count, 1 out. No runners on. Puerto Rico trying to make something happen here. Low and outside. Gets away from the catcher. 2-2 count. 1 out. Here comes a pitch. Big hit up in the air. Looks like it's going to get up, and the left fielder's going to get underneath it, though.
That's a high fly ball.
That goes for the second out of the inning. High fly ball, but the left fielder's able to get underneath it and squeeze it for the second out.
Everybody in Ohio is saying that's a high fly. Out.
Out.
I could care less how high.
Definitely.
It's still an out.
Trying to make it entertaining for you guys, so you can maybe close your eyes and picture the game yourself.
FTV.
Another one up in the air, center right. Second baseman gets underneath it, though. Squeezes it.
That's
for the final out.
Yeah, that's what Ohio needed. They needed a short inning, get in the dugout, get out of the heat, and try to fabricate some runs.
Looks like we're getting a strong wind here. I had to close the window.
Yeah, there's a swirl of wind. It's blowing from right field to left field. and it's kind of swirling in. That's why that ball that was hit just now, the second baseman was the one who had an opportunity to catch it, simply because that wind's beating down the ball back toward us. We're over here on the left field line.
Looks like a pitcher's dream here at the Uni-Trade Stadium, with the wind coming in from the outfield. Gonna taper some hits here. See what can happen.
Some of our friends from Ohio, just a little trivia. Some of you probably already heard this earlier in the tournament, but one of our Laredoans, Freddie Benavides, is the Cincinnati Reds bench coach. He actually has had to take over a couple of games. Cincinnati likes to rough it up there. He was drafted by the Reds, and he is now on the coaching staff with the Cincinnati Reds. I told the broadcaster from Ohio who's here, I went up to him and told him that, and he kind of looked at me and said, yeah, well, we're in Cleveland. We're Cleveland fans. So maybe there's some Cincinnati Reds fans listening. But he is a son of Laredo in Ohio, makes his home in Ohio, and he has a home here in Laredo, comes home to visit his family.
Bunch of comments there on the YouTube stream. All over the United States, we have followers. 168 people watching live right now. Let's see what happens with Colon on the mound for Puerto Rico. Looking to get back into gameplay here. Lucas Gozinski at the plate. Lucas with the good eye there. Ball one. Colon on the mound. Here's a pitch. Big swing by Gozinski. It looks like it's going to fall in for a base hit there. Great
Nice
little cut.
Nice in and out swing.
Lucas
get
making
something
contact
started.
on that one. Good job, Lucas.
Gotta get
First
something
base. This is
started.
how we get started. Exactly. On base percentages.
I'm reading the YouTube responses. They're actually talking to each other.
They are.
care less
Back and
about
forth.
us.
They're-
Yeah,
I saw somebody said hello to the announcers. Drummond.
No, they're like,
Donald
what?
Drummond said, hey.
It was more like, "What's up with these announcers?" So it's kind of. I'm
What's up?
hoping it was a nice kind of comment.
He said,
for
what
us,
up,
but-
what up, announcers. I thought it was like a hello type.
Oh, you think it's a
Drummond.
hello?
Yeah, Donald Drummond.
Oh, okay. Because I kind of read it like, "What's up with these announcers?" But you see it as like, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" All
Well,
right.
we can ask him. He's active in the stream. Donald, can you give us some clarity on your comment there? Are you telling us what's up, or are you telling us up what's up? Let us know in the comments though. Good pitch by Colon. Strike one. 1-1 count. Runner on first base here for Youngstown, Ohio. Looking to put some runs on the board here.
Colon did a nice job last inning.
Big swing here by Bobby Lane. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, Lane just looking at these fat pitches, but Colon doing a great job of keeping it low. 1-2 the count.
Top of the fourth inning here. Ohio at the bat. Another swing and a miss by Bobby Lane. Strikeout.
You just really want to rip the ball. A lot of times the players have to see that get on base. We need base runners. We don't need that big home run hit. We need you to get on base. Leadoff man got on. You got to get him, move him over. You're down 3-2. You need that run. That guy on first base is very important.
Ricky Ravia at the plate. Colon and the mound. Runner on first base. 1 out. Called strike. 1-0 count here. Colon trying to get out of this jam, get that second out.
All right, we got the confirmation. He was just saying hello.
Hello, Donald. Ooh, low and inside. Not where Colon wanted to put it. 1-1 and 1 out with 1 runner on first base. Ricky at the plate. Here comes a pitch. Ooh, gets right by the first baseman. Second baseman tracks it down, though, to keep these runner on second base. What an effort there by the second baseman.
Nice hitting there. You know, that ball was low, but instead of trying to pull it, he went with the pitch. He was able to hit it behind the runner. That's the assignment, behind the runner, so that the runner can get a chance to go to third. There was a little hustle by Puerto Rico to stop the ball so that the man on second does not advance to third. So they did their job, but nice piece of hitting just to battle back.
Great defense there by Puerto Rico to hold the Youngstown Astros only to a single.
And look how important that at-bat was. You know, it wasn't the prettiest of swings. He just went with the pitch. He put it out into right field, but it takes out the pitcher.
And it would have been a distance to travel for the right fielder to back up that to first baseman, and it definitely would have been runners on the corners had that second baseman not put in that extra effort.
Right.
Great effort there. But also, like you said, great batting to put it exactly where he needed to put it.
Well, you know, everybody wants to have Rilla. You know, everybody wants to hit those big hits. You know, but sometimes making contact, putting it in play, that also helps you out. In this case, he just went with the pitch, didn't try to pull it, just threw his hands out there. Ball gets by the first baseman. It gets behind the runner, so the runner can advance, and it creates something. So now you have a pitcher come out who was a lefty. Now they're forced to bring in a righty, and they're getting deeper into their pitchers. So this is an opportunity here. You know, we play 7 innings. We're in the 4th, so we're midway, and now the batters just need to be a little bit patient. You know, now they check this guy out. Let's see what he's got. But they were able to get the lefty out of the game. They bring in a righty.
So they replaced Shaddai Colon on the mound with number 8, Michael Colon. So there's no mistakes there. Colon warming up here, replacing Shaddai Colon is Michael Colon from the Puerto Rican team. Let's see what he can do here in the mound. Puerto Rico with the lead, 3-2. 1 out here for the Youngstown Astros, looking to put some runs on the board, make something happen.
Coming up to bat, number 23, Brandon Jopi.
Brandon Jopi up at the plate. Little words of confidence there from the catcher to the new pitcher, Michael. I wonder if there's any relation between the Colons there. I believe the Puerto Rican team has 3 Colons. Alexander, Shaddai, and Michael are all Colon. Strike 1 for Michael. Not to be mistaken for the previous pitcher, Shaddai.
You know, Jalpi, they're saying his fans up in Ohio are saying he's Puerto Rican. He's at the plate right now. I think I saw him yesterday dancing on the field.
Ooh, good try there. There's a little hesitation by the catcher. Allowed the runner to get back to second in time.
Ohio has to concentrate on the base path. Can't make any mistakes now. This is the time of the game that mistakes can be their worst enemy. I mean, it is all the time, but right now with first and second, a chance to score here.
Definitely want to capitalize on the opponent's missteps, but let's see what Puerto Rico can do here in defense. Runners on second and first, 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Gelpi. Brandon at the plate, staring down Michael Colon, the pitcher for Puerto Rico. Here comes a pitch.
Nice block there by the Puerto Rican catcher.
Catcher Sola putting in work. Alejandro, number 15. Keeping the ball in front of him.
Doing a better job behind the plate, blocking the ball. You know, remember last time it was a pickoff that didn't work out. Then it was a balk that scored a run. You know, some errors by Puerto Rico, mental errors. And now it looks like they're playing better baseball, protecting the plate.
Correction, Omar Peña is actually behind the plate, number 20, not Sola.
Nice patience there by Jelpy to get on base.
Looks like we have bases loaded here for Ohio. Looking to put up some runs.
Absolutely.
Let's see what Ohio can do here. Colon on the mound. Bases loaded. 1 out. Ball in the dirt. Ball 1.
This is if you're the pitcher from Puerto Rico, you try to use your defense. You want your defense to help you out. Remember, we had a double play that killed Youngstown's run. Two balls, no strikes. This is where you don't help the pitcher.
Looks like they're going to have a little conference here at the mound. Trying to give him a little confidence that
yeah, that's exactly right. The catcher went out there. You're exactly right. Go out there and try to relax him, and hopefully he can throw some strikes. But at the same time, if you're the batter, don't help him out. Right now he can't find home plate. Don't help him out.
2-0 count. 1 out with the bases loaded here. Puerto Rico in a jam trying to get out. Colon on the mound. Here comes a pitch. Looks like to be called strike. 2-1. 1 out. Bases loaded. Youngstown trying to threaten here. Colon on the mound. Here comes a pitch. Big swing, foul ball. Looks like he wants that swing back. Not happy with that one.
No, but he's on him, and that's where you're taking the pitcher deep into the count. That was a 2-1 pitch. You have a chance to go for it. Now you're 2-2. You're okay.
Brandon Beek at the plate trying to make something happen here for Youngstown with the bases loaded. 1 out, 2-2 count. Ooh, high and inside.
Good eye.
Puts him back. Catcher quick to throw the ball back to the pitcher. Checks third base first. Full count here, 1 out. Colon with the pitch. Big swing. It looks like the right fielder's going to get right on it. Oh, he gets by the right fielder underneath his glove, and it's going to roll back to the halfway point between the walls.
He's coming all the way.
2 runs are going to score. 3 are going to come in. Ball gets by the pitcher.
What a hit. The right fielder having to make the decision. We talked about this before. Do you go for the ball or do you not go for the ball? In this case, bases loaded. He tries to come in and scoop the ball instead of blocking it and keeping it in front of him. So instead of maybe holding Ohio to 1 run, he lets it go under his glove all the way to the outfield wall. 3 runs score, but credit the batter for what he did. He worked the count. He took him deep into the count. He got a pitch he could drive, and he did a great job driving that ball.
And just like that, Ohio's on top by 2 runs with that error from the from right fielder. Just like that. Here comes a pitch. Another big swing, foul ball. Runners on third. 1 out. Youngstown did some damage and looking to do more.
Braden Beck with the big shot. I think he could have made it home. I know the coach was saying, okay, hold off here, but he had a chance.
Those situations, you can maybe push it, but you already have 3 runs scored. You don't want to get too greedy.
And
1 out.
1 out. Yes, you're completely right.
This can turn into 5 real quick. This is still threatening.
He looked like he was catching up to the guy in front of him. He's so fast.
Here comes a pitch from Colon. High and outside. 2-1 count here. 1 out. Runner on third base. Colon, Michael on the mound, looking to get out of this jam.
It just looks like Ohio's just a better hitting team when they work the counts, when they go deep into the counts.
Definitely when you make the pitcher work for it, it's going to make him make more mistakes. Two count here with that foul. 1 out. Runner on third base. Colon on the mound. Chase Franken at the plate, trying to help his own cause here.
Yeah, 2-1 pitch. He was looking something to drive. I would I would have liked to have seen him kind of drive that. He kind of just threw his bat out there.
2-2 count here, 1 out with a runner on third base. Ohio here with an opportunity. Big swing, and it gets on the right field line. Looks like it's going to get stopped by the right fielder and thrown quickly into second base. Score runs.
Beautiful hitting right there. Just driving a pitch that he liked. And you know what? I like that the coach held him at first. Maybe he could have tried for second. That's fine. But that's your pitcher out there. You know, you got the RBI. Get the RBI.
Help him out. Help himself out there.
Beautiful hit.
A little cushion there. 6-3. Ohio Youngstown leads. 4 runs scored this inning. It looks like we still have a very threatening opportunity here for Ohio to score more runs. Puerto Rico in a jam. Catcher's coming out there to talk to the pitcher, Michael Colon.
Grace, you're right. He did the right decision of holding him.
Live now, we have 198 viewers with us on the YouTube stream. Share it with your friends on social media if you have a chance. Invite more people to view, especially if your son or daughter, son or nephew, or is playing.
Coach is coming out. I think they're gonna change out pitchers. See, this inning here of hitting, Ohio's done a great job of working the counts. They're in counts that are 1-1, 2-1, 3-1 counts. They're taking the counts deep, and they're getting pitches that they can drive. That's the difference here. They're getting pitches they can drive. Now, granted, the right fielder, he went to try to get that ball on a and it went past his legs, but the ball was hit good. It didn't just kind of slowly go out there. He ripped it. So Ohio brought the bats today. You're right. The last game, 1 hit for Ohio throughout 7. I mean, that's just not how they play. This is the type of baseball they play, aggressive baseball. They are an aggressive team. If between these two teams, whoever wins plays Chinese Taipei, excuse me, it's two styles, different styles. It would be these two teams are a little bit more aggressive. Definitely, Ohio is an aggressive ball club. You'll have two distinct styles going into the championship game, which is going to be super interesting.
Very conservative offense for the Chinese Taipei team. Small ball, to say the least. But very aggressive on defense, though. Very in tune with each other, and they can pull a double play. They're not afraid to make take those risks on the base path either. But we'll see bunting and technical play there that we can all appreciate. But yeah, this Youngstown team today is a different team than they had yesterday. Well, maybe it was the pitching. We'll see what happens here with Cortez on the mound.
And we're not
change that they just made.
We're by no means writing off Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico hits bombs. We saw them on the base path. They're very dangerous late in the game. We found that out.
It's anybody's game now.
Yeah, I mean, Youngstown cannot think we've got this. They have to maintain the aggression. The difference here is you're looking at the pitchers are later in the tournament, different pitchers coming in. So now the hitters are taking over. We saw some big hits by Puerto Rico. That could still come. But right now, Ohio doing a great job of taking advantage of the situation and getting some runs in, getting guys on base first and foremost. Let's get guys on base. Don't try to do it all yourself. Move the runners over. So, Ohio doing a great job right now of just playing teamwork. This is not a one-batter situation. It's the whole lineup. Let's get, let's put together a string of hits.
Looks like we're getting back into gameplay here. Cortez Sebastian just finished warming up here. New pitcher here for Puerto Rico, facing Braden from the Ohio Youngstown team with his first pitch. Big swing. It looks like the Puerto Rican right fielder is going to get underneath it. Squeeze it for the second out of the inning. Runner on first base. Let's see if Puerto Rico can get out of this jam. 4 runs scored here in this inning. Puerto Rico trying to get out of this jam.
Yeah, well, Puerto Rico getting that 1 pitch, 1 out really helps them out.
Definitely boosts the confidence of this new pitcher here, Sebastian, looking to get out of the jam that he was put into. Let's see if he can get out of this situation. Bert Camper at the plate.
Batting number 15, Bert Kemper.
Bert Camper's also playing catcher for Youngstown. What a gun on that kid. Let's see what he can do here on the plate. Strong hit there, but foul ball.
I'm getting a kick out of the YouTube comments. They're all talking to each other. You know, they could care less about us. Little love over here, please.
Well, hope they're keeping it friendly there in the comments section.
Well, it's mainly Ohio. You know, it's just funny. They're saying hi to each other. It's a bunch of friends, haven't seen each other for a while. They're, hey, how you doing?
Here goes a runner. Ooh, hit and run opportunity here. Right fielder's going back. It's like he catches it.
Nice
Good
job.
running catch there for the right fielder. Quickly tosses that back infield. Ooh, what a throw by the right fielder. Throw it in. But he got on his horse and was able to get underneath that one to get out of the inning. Would have been something else had he hadn't. Youngstown threatening.
Right.
Scored 4 in the inning. Let's see what Puerto Rico can answer with here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is definitely a dangerous team. You know, they like to swing the bat. Now the situation flips, just like Ohio had to get guys on base, you know, and then let the big bats come in and score some runs. Same thing with Puerto Rico. They've got to do the same thing. Start by getting a guy on base and then work from there. And as far as Ohio pitching, keep the ball down, keep it away, try to get these guys to hit grounders. Let your defense help you out. I don't know if there's anybody in the bullpen for Ohio. I see there's two or three guys out in left field line, but I think they're just warming up the outfielder. But, you know, Franken's on the mound. If they're going to put anybody in the bullpen, they might start in a little bit. But with a lead like this, Franken doing a good job, they're going to stay with him.
Tough start for Franken. 2 allowed in the first, 1 allowed in the second. But Ohio's still up 6-3. I believe so. We had here an information here in the press booth that if Ohio wins, we believe they have to win twice in order to advance to the World Series championship game against Taipei. We're just going to do a quick review of the bracket here to see what exactly it is that Ohio has to do if they win that tonight, since they did lose yesterday to Puerto Rico. And this is a rematch of that matchup yesterday. Totally different game today. 6-3 is a total. It's a matchup tonight with a batters batting, getting hits and scoring runs. Not like yesterday, which was a pitcher's duel. We'll see Franken. He's on the mound here. See what he can do and get out of this inning to help Ohio keep their lead. Let's see if they can face the pressure here. Puerto Rico, they're going to want to pressure up early on.
This is definitely an uphill battle for Ohio. They've got to win 2 games. Losing the one, Puerto Rico has not lost, so they would have to play tomorrow. I'd have to get the time because I'm looking at the bracket that says to be determined.
Coming up to that, number 13.
Let's see what happens tonight. Puerto Rico still definitely not out of this game. Down 3 runs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Franken on the mound, number 4 for Ohio Youngstown. Looking to continue his dominance here on the mound. Here comes a pitch. Called strike.
Nice inside pitch there.
0-1 count, no outs here for Puerto Rico. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Luis Hernandez, the designated hitter for the Puerto Rican team up at the plate. 1-2 count here for Hernandez. Looking to battle out of this hole he's dug for himself. Big swing. Looks like it's going to go right through the third base or center shortstop infield.
And that's how you get it started. Get a guy on base. Just go with the pitch. Beautiful hit between the third baseman and the shortstop.
And just like that, Puerto Rico has a base runner. The runner's on first base here. Hernandez making it happen.
Up to bat, number 19, Joscar Feliciano.
Joscar Feliciano up to the plate. Runner on first base. Low and inside, ball one. Franken on the mound. Looks like Puerto Rico's threatening to score some runs here. Phenomenal game so far. Ooh, right into the pitcher's glove.
How about that play?
Double play. Wow, 1-3.
Tell me Franken doesn't have some reflexes. That was a line shot right back to him. He's coming off the mound, and that ball's coming right back at him, and it was hit hard, but he was able to make the grab and then keep his poise and throw to first.
Well, your first instinct is to cover your face with your glove, but once you do that, you can get an eye on the ball. And usually, if you can cover your face, you can easily move your glove and make that catch. Greg Maddux had some great catches in the major leagues that way. He was a Golden Glove pitcher, and that was a Golden Glove move there by Franken.
It really was.
Ooh, choppy swing there. Looks like it's going to fall foul.
Smart play by the third baseman. You know, that if he could have easily played it fair, but he pulled it foul. There was no chance he was going to get that runner, so that was a smart move on his part.
Heads up there by the third baseman. 0-1 count, 2 outs here. What looked like a opportunity for Puerto Rico is quickly becoming a short inning.
It's kind of one of those, when the ball's bouncing your way kind of thing.
Ooh, there you go with a hit. Let's see if the center fielder can get underneath it. And he does for the final out of the bottom of the fourth.
Makes it look easy, right? Just running in, just kind of
Youngstown.
nonchalant, just catch it.
Youngstown's back with a vengeance here in this game. Looks like it's a
definitely.
6-3 lead for them going into the top of the fifth. Youngstown up to bat.
And it's everything. It's body language. It's the hustle. It's, yesterday, I know the pitchers yesterday were just phenomenal. They just had their stuff, and they were throwing their stuff. But today, just a different group, like more hype. Now, I know they ate today because Pony of Laredo, Texas, the chapter here, had a Mexican buffet, and they fed all the teams. So we even snatched some food because we had to do that. But they had a buffet here in the air condition. There was no reason to be going anywhere else. So everybody got a chance to eat here, and it's pretty neat because the teams kind of hang out together. And yeah, they're separate, but they talk a little amongst themselves and everything. So it was very nice. But everybody's eating. So mom and dad, if you're listening out there, your kid's being fed well. Leave them here a little bit longer. We'll put 30 pounds on them. Lord knows the Laredo's put that much on me or more.
Well, our cuisine's a little bit thicker than usual.
Yeah, the guys earlier today, the announcers earlier, all they did was talk about food. They were hungry.
We'll definitely be talking about baseball tonight here with the Puerto Rican Ohio.
But the hospitality,
matchup.
We treat these guys like VIPs when they're here, and we have some teams are being shuttled. We have some shuttle buses for them that are taking them to and fro wherever they go, and
definitely a part of the experience here for these young kids.
It is. It really
visiting
is.
Laredo, Texas for this Palomino 2019 World Series hosted here in Laredo, Texas.
This is a tournament that's been being planned for a year. Pony officials coming in throughout the year to check the fields, making sure that they're being prepped properly by the city of Laredo. City group meetings with all the city officials, fire department, police department, businesses, hospitals, just to let them know that we're having guests in town to be ready for that. And so this is a serious thing for our community and for our economic growth. And we love having the players here.
Called strike one. Puerto Rico. Sebastian on the mound. 0-1 count, no outs. Top of the fifth here. Puerto Rico down 3 runs. Youngstown trying to add to that lead. Here comes the pitch. Choppy little swing there. Second baseman can get underneath it. And it's going to be an out.
Yeah, second baseman was making it. I mean, the way you just said it, you made the out. Yeah, that throw was really kind of like
off.
Off,
a little off there. You know? It's not a long throw there. It was just a plain darts, I guess.
It even kind of took the wind out of your. What was that?
My description, my play-by-play was a little dry there because if you had seen you saw, you guys
see it.
You guys saw it for yourselves. It was a awkward throw there by second base.
You see the high leg kick from the pitcher, and we've been seeing a lot of that in this tournament. A lot of pitchers in the windup will delay their leg kick. They'll bounce the leg up and down and bring it to the plate.
Trying to keep the variation in that.
Exactly. I don't know if that's something that the kids learn.
If it's not learned, it's a technique that just works in their favor in the overall, because that keeps the batter honest to keep them off rhythm. Trying to keep it variation in the release, and probably varies in the kick, the amount of kick they give. Here comes a pitch. Ball one. 1-2 count here, 1 out. No runners on base here for Youngstown. Puerto Rico looking to end this inning quick. Let's see what Sebastian pitches.
Little shout out to Aunt Christy. She's listening in Toronto, Ohio.
I believe she was here last night also.
Was she?
Yeah, she was. I remember Aunt Christy.
Catherine, thank you very much. It's our pleasure to take care of your children.
Here comes a pitch from Sebastian. Ooh, low and outside. Looks like a full count now. No, 1 out, no runners on. Let's see what Sebastian can do in this pitch. Number 3, Cortez is on the mound. Here comes a pitch.
Oh,
high throw, able to make the tag.
Credit that cannon from third base, but credit the first baseman for keeping his composure and making the out.
2 outs for Puerto Rico here on defense, trying to get out of this inning. No runs, no damage done. Looks like Sebastian Cortez is going to settle himself on the mound.
He seems to have, and he's throwing low. He's getting some ground balls.
Good pitch by Cortez, strike 1. No runners on, 2 outs for Puerto Rico on defense. Number 9, Bobby Lane on the plate. Looking to make something happen for Youngstown.
Yes, Grace, we read what you're saying, and we hear your dad is the third base coach. He's doing a good job. He's sweating it up out there. It's hot.
He is. You see him wiping his brow right now, taking off his cap. It's a grueling 97 degrees out there right now.
That's a high fly.
And it's 9:37 in the evening, so you can put that into perspective. But looks like we just got out of this inning. Puerto Rico was able to.
Yep. That was a high fly ball. And it curved back with the wind. It curved back fair. So, he had to make that catch. That was going to be trouble.
Good thing the player was able to make the adjustment there and catch that one for the final out of the inning.
We have fans from Milwaukee, Wisconsin watching this game.
Milwaukee.
Cheering for Youngstown.
Awesome. I was just in Milwaukee a couple weeks ago for a convention for a civic organization that I'm a member of. Interesting to see that we have fans out of Milwaukee. Beautiful city, actually. Beautiful weather right by Lake Michigan.
Good baseball team.
Good baseball team. I actually went to watch the Brewers.
Did you really?
Yes, I did. The interesting story. I went with my dad and another person that came with us at that convention, and me and my dad were sitting third base line, and And funny to say, a ball came zooming our way, and I almost caught it.
Almost
Caught it. I tried to do like a one-handed catch.
It wasn't there.
It just bounced off my hand. But the good thing is that had I not caught it, it would have hit my dad.
Okay, well,
So
you
it
did
was,
that.
it was one of those. I was more interested in blocking the ball than catching it.
But I'm
'Cause if
gonna
I
ask
thought about
you-
it, I would have gone two hands.
Right,
Because that was my. I'll be honest with you. After the play,
Yeah.
all I could hear was Coach Longheda in the back of my head saying, "2 hands, 2 hands."
All right,
And
well,
I didn't use 2 hands.
I have a Milwaukee question for you now.
Go for
Did
it.
you spill the beer?
Did I?
Oh, come on.
Did I?
Yeah, don't spill the beer.
Did I spill the beer?
Yeah, because no one spills the beer.
No, I wasn't
Let the
holding
foul
the
ball
beer.
go. Save the beer.
I wasn't holding the beer in my hand. I
Good for
did
you.
have
Okay.
a beer.
Okay,
I
he
had
did-
it down in the cup holder.
All right, good.
Because
Good.
Our guest was a little bit worried about getting hit by a baseball as well. So I told her that don't worry, I'll protect you. So I was already on guard.
What's up with that? They're worried about getting hit with a foul ball. Is that what you're saying?
We were right by third base line. We were.
Oh, so you were in that dangerous.
We were like,
we were talking
right
about
there.
Yeah.
I know. Yesterday we had Gene Belmares here with me at one of the play-by-play calls. I think it was the Taipei versus Chinese versus the Laredo team game yesterday, and he mentioned that they were talking about extending the protective nets all the way through, and I think they've done it in some of the fields. And I'll be honest, I go to the game exactly for that. If you're not going to pay attention to the game, then why be there? You know?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Well, after you have a couple of beers in you, you might be looking around, but
it's the experience that you go for. We're back in the gameplay here. Ball 1.
yeah, I've been corrected. Youngstown does have their own, form of transportation.
Like a public transportation?
Oh no, it's better than that.
What do they have? Like a rail
It's
system?
nice. No, I'm talking about their team here in Laredo.
Oh, they have their own form of transportation here.
Oh, they have a pimp ride.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
A van
It's sweet.
with, with spinners.
van.
A van?
Really? No, I'll point it out when we leave
Okay,
here.
when we leave, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
go
they have it
check
under the
out.
lights and everything. People are looking at it.
Ooh, called strike. Strike 1. 2-1 count here. Franklin on the mound. What a pitch there. Hit the corner. Pitch from Franklin. In the dirt.
Franken's just a battler. He credit him. He's all dirty and he's still battling on the mound.
Here comes a pitch from Franken.
Mark, your grandmother's loving Ricky. Hi, Grandma. Thank you for listening in.
Ball 4.
The ball passed Camper. Camper had to go get the ball. The runner's running the first, and some might turn, like trying to fake like they're going to go second base. Nobody does that on Camper. Just run to first. Don't mess around because he'll gun you out. So
He's a
little bit of
cannon
respect
back there.
there.
He's a good catcher. Be careful with his arm. He'll catch you slipping there on the base path. Franken on the mound, running around first base. No outs here for Puerto Rico, who's threatening. Big swing here by the number 17, Wilfredo Delgado. Wilfredo trying to make something happen here with a base runner on first base. Definitely need some magic here for the Puerto Rican team. Ooh, the Puerto Rican runner's trying to entice Camper to make something happen there behind the plate.
Yeah.
0-2 count for Wilfredo. Wilfredo Delgado at the plate.
We have a shout out for Omar Peña.
And the ball gets by Camper. Runner advances. Can't take your eye off the game for a split second there. I was checking the comments as well, and ball got by the catcher. Runner advances.
Trying to do both jobs here.
It's tough. It's a tough job here. Thankless job, actually.
Yeah, we heard that earlier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways. Wilfredo Delgado at the plate. Swing and a miss. Looks like they're going to run it out, though. Easy throw by Camper.
You see Camper, he's running out towards second base. He knows he's got plenty of time to throw to first, so he runs out there and he just guns it, just to keep him honest. But in actuality, what he's doing, he's shortening up the distance.
Yeah.
So if he does have to throw to second.
And also getting the better angle.
Absolutely.
For that throw. Because
I laugh at the way he did it, but actually, you're right.
Yeah.
He got the angle and everything.
I think it was more of the angle than the distance.
Absolutely.
With Camper's arm, I think he can hit the 400 sign standing at home plate. Here comes the pitch. Strike one. Strike one for Shaddai Colon. Franken on the mound. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt.
Elieni is saying, Puerto Rico arriba, muchachos. Vamos, Puerto Rico. We can hear you all the way here in Laredo, Texas.
Definitely can. Hear it echoing here off the stadium walls. Called strike. Strike two. 1-2 count here. One out with a runner on second base. Shaddai Colon at the plate trying to make something happen here for his team. Puerto Rico down 3 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Misses the outside corner there. Franken trying to put in some work here. Keep Puerto Rico to 3 runs.
Right. He's ahead in the count. Don't want to give anything that they could drive.
2-2. Comes the throw. Swing and a miss by Colon. Strike 3.
I'll tell you what, that glove, Camper put the glove up high, and Franken hit that glove exactly where he wanted to pitch, a high fastball to get the strikeout. Nice communication between pitcher and catcher.
Coming up to bat, number 9, Kevin Bermudez.
Up to bat number 9, Kevin Bermudez. We had seen some Bermudez fans in the live stream there. Throwing a shout out to them. Number 9's up to the plate, Bermudez. For those who are on the YouTube stream.
Claudia, you got to laugh from all of us over here. And that's a 3rd out. Nice job by Franken, but he comes off and Camper and him do the fist pump there, because they know they had something going right there. We're going to the top of the 6th.
Gotta explain those comments to me, not my generation.
Well, actually, yeah, I'm just holding that one because he is young. I definitely know exactly what you. I won't go there. These games that are being played, you talk about how good these teams are, and then you see them explode. They score a bunch of runs, but then you see how pitchers can just shut down teams, and it's just it's amazing. I talk about Franken. He's just the bull out there. I mean, the kid is just doing his job, and I start off earlier saying how dirty he was, because he's sliding head first, doing all that, running out, ground balls, and then comes back. He gets on the mound and he's pitching a game. We've got 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and then after that, Puerto Rico 0-0-0. He just kind of he's getting. It seems like he's getting better as the game goes on. My concern was that he was going to get tired as the game went on, but it seems like he's gotten his second wind. He's getting ready to go. Now, Puerto Rico, you say that, and I say that about him because he's doing a great job, and you wonder if now with the new pitcher, Ortiz. Cortez, I'm sorry.
Sebastián Cortez.
He did a good job the last inning. So is this the kid that's going to shut down Ohio? And then Puerto Rico get some runs in? I mean, you just never know. These teams are just so good, and they have these kids that they just have all this energy, you know. I get tired just sitting here, you know, but these guys are out there playing. They play for the love of the game. You can see it, and it's just fun to watch, you know. I get a kick out of it. I don't know. Do I come off a little excited? I'm not sure.
A little bit, Orly. It's okay. It's a reasonable passion here. I share the same passion for baseball. But definitely, let's see if Sebastian Cortez can put a lid on this Ohio offense. Down 3 runs here, exactly what Puerto Rico needs in the last 2 innings of regulation play. Looks like we're coming back into the action here with Ricky coming up to the plate.
Yeah, we've talked about comebacks. I was talking to Puerto Rico, some fans yesterday. They were talking about how in their tournament they had to make some comebacks. So they're very familiar with that.
Here comes a pitch. Sebastian Colon. Right fielder's able to get underneath it, though. 1 out.
That ball, anything hit up in the air, that wind is just not helping.
Throw a shout out to Teresa McCarthy. She had a comment earlier. Great announcing.
Really?
Did you see that? Yeah.
Wow.
That? Yeah.
All right. Hey, cool.
We're
on a roll.
Little kudos to us here.
That's 1.
This is all for you, for Teresa. All for you. Strike 1.
I think it's Teresa.
I like Teresa.
I understand.
You're
one of those Latin lover guys.
They asked for Spanish.
That little, I know. I'm just saying, you know. I can see how you
Teresa,
throw that, like,
Teresa.
The way you said, I like
really.
Teresa.
Whatever
I like how
she
you said that. That was pretty nice, you know.
Sebastian Cortez on the mound. Here comes a pitch.
Hey, Bradley, you want to eat somewhere here in Laredo? All right. Well, you know, God, where do you want to send them?
Suggestions. Ooh, it's Sunday night.
Palenque Grill?
Well, I mean, I'm wondering what he's interested in. What are you looking to eat, though? I mean, there's a whole bunch of different delicacies here in Laredo. I mean, I would.
What's Mexican food? What the heck?
I would suggest a torta.
Oh, that's an idea.
I mean, I'm just saying. Does he want fajitas? Does he want?
I'm gonna let you worry about that one because.
We'll let it simmer here. We'll see what he replies.
If I say just go
if
get
Bradley's here in
Domino's.
Look
at that shot!
Section.
Look at that shot!
Wow! Hitting the wall, and he stops at second base. Brandon Gelpy with the shot.
Gelpy with the shot, and you're right. He just tagged that ball.
Almost missed it. Talking about food here.
Yeah.
What are we
way to
doing?
go, Bradley. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Bradley. Anything, he says. Bradley replied in all caps, anything.
Is he here at the stadium?
I don't know. Bradley
He says he's in Laredo.
He's in Laredo. I would suggest Tortas Villa.
He said, how about Danny's? Danny's is one of our popular.
Is a great restaurant.
It's one of our popular places.
Definitely a great restaurant.
A local.
Danny's, you can't go wrong with that. They have a good menu there.
Actually, Danny's is the catering service for Uni-Trade Stadium for the Mexican League team. So, yeah.
Danny's restaurant handles all the catering services here for Uni-Trade. So, all the food you were eating, the concession stands was provided by that organization.
What's the reason? Yeah?
Hmm?
Wow. Yeah, they have good tortillas there. Can't go wrong.
I mean, they run the kitchen here. They run it.
Saltillo plate. What would you recommend for him?
If he's here in the building, I mean, that's not a bad choice. A Saltillo plate. Big rip here. First baseman's able to get underneath it.
Nice job to move over the runner.
2 outs. Runner advances to third base. Jopi with that rip to left center.
He just tagged that ball. I mean, he just tagged it.
I didn't see the hit. I heard it, though. I was looking down trying to reply to this YouTube comment about food.
He just has a beautiful swing.
Oh, he says, sorry, Danny's. Danny's is better, though. You should check into Danny's.
Denny's?
I guess he sees
They don't have
Denny's
Denny's up in Ohio?
I would go for something more of a delicacy. You won't get over there. Whataburger. Go to Whataburger if that's the case.
Yeah, Texas hamburger.
I mean,
voted best?
The best.
Yeah.
Even though we can make jokes about it, but let's see, they're having a little chat here on the pitcher's mound.
Well, this is a big at bat. It really is a big at bat. You know what? He just made a pitching change.
Did he?
Helping, knocking him out of the game.
Looks like Sebastian Cortez is going to check out of this game early. Putting in some work, though. Eating an inning and a half.
You know, you've got to consider the coach and what he's thinking here. They have to play. If Ohio wins, they play again tomorrow.
Yeah.
You just wonder if the coach is already thinking about that. And you never want to be a coach that wants to consider your team has lost. But it seems like he's checking pitch counts. He's trying to get a rotation of pitchers in, maybe to save some arms for tomorrow.
Huge factor going in, definitely, to save,
definitely
save that arm strength for tomorrow.
And he doesn't have a Franken who's been able to carry the team. So, if he could go the complete game, you're just burning one pitcher. But
it's on pitch count, though. So, I mean, he can still be utilized in the next game tomorrow if he hasn't gone over the pitch count. So
I don't know what his pitch count is, but it's definitely he's had some good innings. You're right.
That might have been a factor into it.
Right.
I mean, the Cortez from Puerto Rico pitch count. He only pitched an inning and a half here, and now we have a new pitcher for Puerto Rico. It could also be that the Puerto Rican coach doesn't want the Youngstown batters to get a grip on Cortez's pitching, because a couple pitches are out and they can
right.
read them.
That's right.
And next thing you know, you're down 6.
You can't lose your concentration. Cannot.
Looks like Brian Roman is going to be coming in for the Puerto Rican team here to take over pitching duties, replacing Sebastian Cortez, who pitched a phenomenal inning and a half here. Got put into a tough situation, got out of it, and then put in some solid work. But they decided to change pitchers, and let's see what happens here with Franken and I believe
and Puerto Rico
Braden up to bat.
Yeah, they brought in a lefty again, so that whole righty thing didn't work out very well for them. So they went back to their lefty.
Chase Franken and Braden O'Shanashan is up to bat, looking to extend their lead here. Top of the 6th, Ohio up 6-3. 2 outs for Puerto Rico.
Vanessa, we're just talking about tortillas. That's it.
Eso es lo único que saben decir en español es tortillas. No es cierto, Vanessa. Sabemos mucho de español.
Menudo, barbacoa.
Ándale, seguro que sí. Tripas y fajita y Dallas Cowboys. No, that's
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys. We don't know how to say that
there
stuff. Yeah. Put it with the pitch. Strike one. Brian Roman putting in there in the outside bottom corner for a strike. 0-1, 2 outs here. Runner on third. Here comes the pitch. Big hit up in the air.
Up in the air.
Looks like it's going to be a shallow left fielder hit here to end the inning.
Once again, that's Franken. He just hit that ball. He's jogging back to the dugout, taking his time.
It was a valiant effort, but the left fielder was able to get underneath it and squeeze it for the final out. Going to the bottom of the 6th inning, Puerto Rico trailing 6-3. Let's see what Puerto Rico can do with this at bat. Let's see if they can threaten and score some runs here.
You just got to like A.J. Clegg. He's coming out to help Franken to get him his glove and stuff like that. That's just teamwork. Some teammates might be like, oh, I'm not going to do that for you. But, it's everything to help your pitcher. He's coming off the mound.
So we got a suggestion here on the YouTube comments for Bradley Wilson, who's looking for somewhere to eat. Claudia T, she says, Loncheria El Popo. Did you
say that? You did.
Yeah, you did just say that for tortas. I would suggest a torta, because it's not really a hamburger, but it's sort of.
Yeah, it's fresh bread made. It's just not. It's good. Columbia, Ohio. We have friends in Columbia, Ohio, cheering on Puerto Rico. ¿Qué tal?
Diva Poricua 7, cheering on Puerto Rico from Columbia, Ohio.
Nice name.
Diva Boricua.
Yeah.
I wonder if she was born in 1970 or she's really 70. Usually that's they add that little number,
For the date they were born.
With the date you were born, the year
Or
you
their
were
age.
born, the year you were born, or the age. Yeah.
Okay,
So
well-
we can guesstimate. We can make assumptions.
Yeah.
All we'd like. She can tell us the truth.
We'll wait for
though.
the answer, yeah.
Yeah, we can wait for her response. I'm sure she's tuned in. Franken back on the mound. Looks like he's gonna put in this last inning here.
Well, this is a situation you're in now. It's counting down outs.
Yes, and we are 6 outs from Ohio taking this game. Revenge from yesterday's matchup, which went 6 innings, no runs, until Ohio cracked it open with 1, taking the lead, but wasn't able to finish it off because Puerto Rico came back in the 7th and took the game 3-1. Frank on the mound. Here comes the pitch. Strike 1 for Franken.
I think Franken's the type of guy that liked those short innings. Get him back out there, get back on the mound. Those long delays kind of take a little bit out of him. I'm thinking it takes a little bit out of him here. It was a short inning, so he's able to get back on the mound and keep throwing. So we'll see if that's the case.
He's real quick to put in work there on the mound. Doesn't take too much time settling in. You'll see him fidget once in a while, but he's really a quick release there.
There's your answer. Born.
I see. Proof that they're listening in. 2-2 count here. No outs for Puerto Rico batting. Down 6-3 to this Ohio Youngstown team. Big swing right into the second baseman's glove, though. Easy out for him.
Yeah, that's where you want the ball. That pitch is exactly the pitch he did to those guys that were popping up in the air, getting those big hits deep. But it is a good low pitch that you need to pitch to get that ground ball. The other two batters just happened to golf him up in the air, but excellent pitch for a nice grounder for out number 1.
In and out. Diva Boricua, are you suggesting In and Out Burger? Or is that just a comment that you're making? I'm not too sure. But Franken on the mound here with the pitch. Strike 1.
Ian Melendez is saying hi to us. Hello out there.
Hola Ian, ¿cómo estado? Los comentarios. Commentators. Oh, I thought it was in Spanish. I misread that. Strike 2 here. Franken putting in work. Looks like Franken wants to finish this game strong. High and outside. Ball 1. Franken looked like he was trying to get him to swing on that one.
Yeah, good idea. He has 2 strikes. He doesn't want to get anything close.
Especially when you're up in the count like that, you like to play around with the balls around the out! Strike 3!
Oh, I tell you, batter even knew it.
I don't understand why he thought that was a ball. It was a 1-2 count.
Well, it's just one of those pitches that you try to sneak it by the batter, and the batter knew he got tricked on that one, and he went straight to the dugout. Way to go, Franken.
Luis Hernandez.
Number 13, Luis Hernandez up at the plate. DHing tonight for Puerto Rico. Strike 1 for Franken on the mound. Been dominant the last 3 innings. 0-1 count, 2 strike, 2 outs. Franken on the mound. Here comes a pitch. A little high there. Umpire wasn't calling it. 2-1 count here, 2 outs. Puerto Rico trying to stay alive. Hernandez at the plate. Strike 2, 2-2 count, 2 outs.
We gotta give a shout out, and I'm gonna do this in a minute. Let's go ahead and get through this.
We got some fans out there.
Yeah, let me just tell you what's going on
Supporting.
because I think this is funny. Paderborn Germany is playing in this tournament.
Yes, they are.
And so they've been eliminated.
They have.
But they've been a lot of fun, and they've enjoyed themselves. Well, out here at this baseball stadium in left field, we have actual recliners. There's couches out there. So all the German teams are out there. And this is a shout-out going to all the...
Big swing here. Foul ball, though.
This is a shout-out to all the Ohio fans. The German players are out in left field doing the Y clap for Youngstown. They're cheering them out there, and somebody actually sent in a text and video of them out there doing the Y clap, cheering now on Ohio. So there you go, Ohio. The German team is here representing, cheering in the stadium for your Ohio team.
Great to see the camaraderie between the teams in full effect. Strike 3 sits them down.
Wow.
Final out of this inning, bottom of the 6th, going into the top of the 7th.
How confident is Franken
Going
running off the mound knowing that was a strike?
That was some confidence shown here by
Oh,
Franken.
now the Youngstown players are doing the Y clap back to the German team, so they recognize that the Germans are out there.
They're doing the YMCA back
now. They're playing the YMCA. So Ohio, everything is happening for you today.
Looks like they're making friendships that they're going to last a lifetime here in Laredo, Texas at the 2019 Palomino World Series. Proudly sponsored by the city of Laredo and the county of Webb County.
That's right.
Here, looking to get some final inning here. Let's see what Ohio Youngstown can do. Maybe pad their lead. Up 6-3. Puerto Rico down by 3 runs. This will be the final inning for them, too. The bottom of the inning will be their time
That's
of bat.
right. I just laugh because I'm looking at Coach Pletcher and McCartney and Leslie, and they're focused. They want to win this game. They want to be able to play tomorrow, and play Puerto Rico. And the players come off the field dancing to the YMCA and the Y clap because Germany's out there dancing. What do you do as a coach? You just let it happen, and he did. He just let it happen. They're having fun with it. So it is important. I know the game is important, but just seeing that out there just makes it all worthwhile. Seeing Germany hanging out, cheering for Ohio players waving back at them. Awesome.
Looks like we're waiting for this pitcher to warm up here at the final inning of regulation play here for Puerto Rico. Their final inning. And looks like we're going to be reading some comments here. W for the Yo, Teresa McCarthy. Is that the Cubs reference? Fly the W? Teresa?
I think so.
Miss McCartney. I really do appreciate your comments, your earlier comments, though. Our announcing is just phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm glad they let me know where Camper's going to play. He's going to be going to Townsend University.
Oh, wow. Congratulations for him.
Yeah.
Townsend
University. We don't get that feedback. We don't know where all these players are going, so that's pretty neat. We could use them down here, maybe University of Texas or,
UT
Texas
wouldn't
A&M.
mind. A&M.
We'll take them.
Some monster
Texas Tech.
the baseball teams there. Big swing by the third baseman. Looks like the left fielder's going to scoop it up. Easy.
Nice hit. Nice hard grounder.
Easy hit there. Hard hit. Easy first base run there.
Coming up to that, number 15.
Yeah, they played the Macarena to see if the German players would get up and dance that. Not one of them did.
Camper at the plate. Runner on first. Brian Roman on the mound for Puerto Rico.
I think I was told Franken's also going somewhere. Kansas State, maybe? Am I right in saying that? Nice swing.
Camper with a foul ball, foul tip.
Dwayne, let's hope Aruba gets here next year. We'd love to have him.
Roman on the mound. Camper at the plate for Youngstown Astros. Big swing by Camper, foul ball. Looks like he was looking to hit that one outfield, but it went up behind the catcher's head.
Yeah, he's a good hitter, but, he puts himself in a situation where he's 0-2, and then he has to protect the plate a little bit. So, let's see what he does here.
He's deep in a hole right now, 0-2. Let's see if he can bat his way out of this. Camper from the Youngstown Astros. Here comes the pitch. High and outside, gets by the catcher. First base runner stays put. Catcher really went back there to hustle back there.
It seemed like in the transition from glove to hand, he lost the ball.
Got to be careful when you get ready to throw the ball. Roman at the plate. Ooh, outside again. 2-2 count here, no out to the runner on first. Roman on the mound. Looking to get out of this inning clean with a chance for Puerto Rico to come back. Camper at the plate. Big swing and miss by Camper. Throw to the catcher. Not in time. Mishandled there by the first baseman.
Well, with Camper with 2 strikes on him, the catcher was thinking maybe the runner was going to, give it a shot, so he threw to first, but nothing happening.
Good throw by the catcher. Justin Mignis at the plate. Roman on the mound for Puerto Rico. Here's the ball. In the dirt. Catcher scoops it up, though. Runner on first does not advance. He stays there at first base.
We're getting some updates on all the universities that
Here
some of
comes
these
the pitch.
players are going to.
Ball 2. 2-0 count, 1 out with the runner on first base here for. And Puerto Rico's on the mound here. Comes the pitch. Oh, big swing right by the Puerto Rican pitcher. 1 out.
I think what happened there was a shortstop caught the grounder, stepped on second, thinking that was out number 3, and didn't throw to first base to try to get the double play. He definitely is an athletic shortstop. He could have easily stepped on second and thrown to first. He lost track of the counts.
Maybe it would have been maybe that was the case. I'm not too sure, but it does look like he did not make that throw. I think he thought about it. He pulled it back, and he's saying some strong words into his glove here. You can see him not happy with his play there.
No, he's not happy, and I think they're more in shock. Like he's not even wanting to talk to the players on the mound. He's just so upset with himself for losing track because they would have been out of the inning.
Interesting turn of events here for Puerto Rico on defense. It might cost them another run here. Down 6-3 in the final inning. Top of the 7th, Youngstown at bat. Let's see if Youngstown can add to their lead. Conference here at the mound with Puerto Rico trying to settle themselves after this misstep.
We've got all kinds of universities. Jelpy is going to U of I, Chicago. Lane, University of Cincinnati. Youngstown State is picking up 2 players. Tiffin University. Wait a minute. I think I see Nina Havrilla.
I saw that. So sounds like a relation.
She's watching her brother play.
Yeah, it sounds like a relation of one of the teams. Not too sure what the relation is.
She's the younger sister, but she's the one that taught him everything he knows.
Is that so?
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, she did a good job there, teaching her older brother how to play baseball.
Oh yeah.
Makes you think. Throws like a girl. Maybe that's a good thing.
Logan Bell, opening starting pitcher of the tournament. He's going to Akron.
And message from Christy Johnson to her grandson that Lucas his granny needs to go to sleep already. So win.
Yeah.
Let's put this away here,
right.
Youngstown, and maybe we can wake up early tomorrow and have another game.
That's right. Yeah, it shows you how much talent's on this Youngstown team. All these different universities are going to, and unfortunately down here in South Texas, we don't hear a lot about those teams. There's some big names here that I see, but we don't follow a lot of those schools. Now I am. Now I'm going to be following, see these guys, what they do. Around here, our big schools are University of Texas San Antonio, Texas A&M, Texas, University of Houston. Those are the big names. Those are the Division I schools. Here in Laredo, Texas, we have an NCAA Division II school, Texas A&M International University. They have their baseball team. They're part of the Lone Star Conference, Division II. Actually, I think it's the biggest conference in the nation. They combined with the Heartland Conference. So that's going to be a huge conference.
And then also our two-year college, which just became a four-year college, Laredo College, also has a baseball team.
That's correct.
They're pretty dominant as well.
Formerly Laredo Junior College.
Formerly Laredo Community College, and now Laredo College.
Now Laredo College, right.
They still have a program there.
They have a very tough
dominant. We had a pitching change here for Puerto Rico. I believe Christopher Serrano's now on the mound after warming up. We're back in play. Ball one. Runner on first base for Youngstown. 2 outs. Number 33, Lucas Golinski's on the plate. Lucas have some fans here on the YouTube stream cheering him on.
Serrano, a righty on the mound, he's bringing it. He
Definitely.
He rears back and just heaves it.
Christopher Serrano on the mound here trying to close it out for Puerto Rico to get their last opportunity to come back in this inning. Here goes a runner. Ooh, it's a little
What
out.
a great jump. That was all the base stealer, counting the seconds of the pitcher. It seemed like the rhythm of the pitcher was the same over and over. These guys are good. These guys see that. They start counting. Next thing you know, they're saying 1,001, 1,002, and they take off. That was definitely a steal by the runner.
Here goes a pitch.
Did they call a balk on that one?
Runner advanced. 2-2 count, 2 outs here. Runner on third base. I want to say that was a balk here.
Yeah.
That advanced the runner from second to third. Lucas at the plate. Call strike 3. Sit him down. Puerto Rico getting out of this jam. Runner on third, left stranded. Let's see what Puerto Rico can do in the final inning here. Final inning of play, bottom of the 7th here. Let's see what they have in store for this Ohio defense. Let's see if they can crack it open here, down 3 runs.
This is where they put it together. They're coming together as a team. They're talking about it, but they know 3 runs. They've been able to do that quick, get 3 runs. So you cannot say that they're out of it.
They can get it a bunch of different ways, but either way, they cut the cake. They can get 3 runs easy.
Chase
Puerto
Franken
Rico
back on the mound.
Finishing it out
Yep.
strong. Maybe they're thinking the same thing that we're thinking. Tomorrow's going to be a long day, and they're going to have to play Puerto Rico again. So it doesn't make sense to not let Franken finish it up. Let him finish it up, and so you can have fresh arms for tomorrow.
Christy, thank you for that. I wish more fans would do that.
Golchinski. That's
Yeah, she phonetically spelled it for us. Thank you.
I think she's done it before.
She has?
Yesterday,
And you
Christy.
guys- and you didn't listen to her?
She spelled it Golchinski last time, not gold.
Oh,
she was Goal.
Okay,
And I can go back to the live stream
We
and
could.
make a
We
take
could,
a
just
screenshot
to-
of it if she would like.
Well, I'm just
but I
happy she did
apologize, Christy, because that was the same Christy that.
Where was she when we were announcing Germany and announcing,
Chinese Taipei. Yeah,
we
that
could
would've been
used her
helpful.
help with the phonetic. Those of you that didn't listen into the game with Chinese Taipei, we actually had I guess he
a
was part of
translator.
Yeah,
We had a translator.
from Taiwan. A
Yeah.
guy from Taiwan, the Association of Taiwan from San Antonio, happened to be here. He walked into the radio booth, and we said, "Hey, you're going to help us out." Never done it before.
Never done it.
And we put him to work for us because we couldn't pronounce the names, and we had like 200 people watching from all over, Taiwanese.
Frankie with the pitch, up. It looks like the center field's going to get underneath it, though. Out number 1 for the final inning here for Puerto Rico.
Franken with a break there, 1 pitch, 1 out.
1 pitch, 1 out. You can't get more efficient than that.
As the game was going on, we're told that in Taiwan it was 4:00 in the morning. So, but we had a lot of people from Taiwan that were listening in the United States and checking in. But since the typing was in Mandarin,
it was in Mandarin. Yeah,
we couldn't read any of it, so we needed somebody here. So he was helping us out and answering some of the texts.
Good thing he answered the call to volunteer and help us out here. We're all volunteers here in the booth. Strike 1 here for Youngstown. Good pitching, Franken, ending up this game strong. 1 out for Puerto Rico, who was there in their final chances here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Big swing. Looks like it's going to land in for a base hit.
That's a nice hit up.
Puerto Rico is on the base path now with a runner.
Absolutely. Get on base. That's what you need to do. Get on base.
There was Alejandro Sola with that base hit. Look at Jomar Peña, number 20 up at the plate.
I don't see anybody in the bullpen for Youngstown.
Doesn't look like they're going to change anything now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Peña looking to get into the batter's box here to help Puerto Rico score some runs, start that offense up. Runner on first base, Franken on the mound. Jomar Peña in the batter's box. Strike 1 for Peña.
A big shout out for number 15, Alejandro. I can't tell what the last name is. Sola?
Alejandro Sola. He just made that hit. He's on first base now running. Great hit by Sola. I believe there's an A on the acento on the A.
I see it now.
Sola.
It's handwritten for me, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's been always an issue here with this handwritten rosters we've been dealing with. Hard to get the phonetics down when you're trying to squint and guess if it's an R or an N. Constantino, I really apologized yesterday because I wasn't too sure if it was an R or an N. But looking at the fan base here, it was easy to see. Whoa, ball gets away from Kemper. Runner advances to second base. 1 out count here.
If I'm Kemper, I'm talking to my pitcher and just letting him know, I think he put a little bit too much emphasis on that runner on first base. And he needs to worry about the batter at this point in time.
What could have been a double play situation quickly turns into a scoring opportunity here for Puerto Rico. Runner in scoring position. It's runner on second base. Franken on the mound. Jomar Peña at the plate, calling time. Doesn't like what he saw from the pitcher. Jomar Peña at the plate. Frankie with a pitch. One-two count here, 1 out with a runner on second base. Franken on the mound looking to close this game out for Ohio Youngstown. Dominant game coming out of the third inning. No runs scored since. 6-3. Ohio's on top. This is Puerto Rico's last chance here. With 1 out and 1-2 count here for
1-2 count. Franken
Jomar Peña.
Doesn't want to give anything good for the hit.
Jomar Peña at the plate here looking to advance the runner, hopefully score a run.
This is a big bat here, so you want to keep it away.
Time out again. Looks like we're going to dance around here with pitcher batter. Let's see if Franken does the same thing here. Steps off the mound. Here goes a pitch. Ooh, first baseman scoops it up. able to run it down.
That's a play by the first baseman. You know, you don't want to put something that the batter can drive, and Franken gave him something he could drive, and he hit a shot to the first baseman dropping down on one knee, making a backhanded catch, and then running over to Franken with a big smile on his face, thanking his first baseman.
Maybe would have been a little nervous moment there for Franken had the first baseman not covered that ball.
That's a run. That's a run score.
But that was definitely a good play there by the first base.
You're right.
And he was able to keep it and run it out and get the out. 2 outs now. Bottom of the seventh inning. Puerto Rico's last chance. Check swing. Looks like he went. 0-1 count, 2 outs where they run around third base. Puerto Rico's last opportunity here in the bottom of the seventh to come back. Down 6-3. With Wilfredo Delgado at the plate. Strike 2 called. 2 outs. No balls for Puerto Rico. Wilfredo at the plate. Franken on the mound. Looking to close this game out.
Runner at third.
With a runner on third.
Camper wants it low and away.
Ooh, a foul ball.
I mean, Camper's not even... He's not giving signs to the pitcher. He's actually telling him, throw it right here. I mean, everybody knows where he wants that ball thrown.
Let's see if he can frame it here. Camper trying to help his pitcher out.
Well, remember, Franken with 2 strikes threw a straight fastball down the middle and tricked the shortstop from Puerto Rico.
Let's see what Franken throws here. Big swing by
High fastball.
By Wilfredo. Big swing, but foul ball.
Camper basically stood up. He wanted that fastball high. There he is again.
Bottom of the seventh here. Here comes the pitch. Big hit. Looks like it's gonna.
Oh, it's caught by the center fielder.
Diving catch by the center fielder to end this game.
You want to end the game? End it with a diving catch by the center fielder.
Great play here in Laredo, Texas for the 2019 Palomino World Series. Looks like Youngstown's going to take this one 6-3 in a late game.
Yeah, they are. Look at that. They're all doing the Y clap.
Definitely a good game here in Laredo. Youngstown taking it
Germany
6-3.
Germany's on their feet. They're all doing the Y clap out in left field. The players at the end of the game are all high-fiving. They will meet again tomorrow.
Definitely. TBA, we'll let you guys know when that game's going to happen.
We will be posting it.
We don't know yet what time this game's going to occur, but Puerto Rico will face Youngstown Astros one more time to see who advances. This is due to the yesterday's game that Puerto Rico won. So now it is 1-1, and Youngstown needs to come up again victorious tomorrow to advance to the World Series Finals against the Chinese Taipei team, the World Series defending champions Chinese Taipei team.
You got to love that. I just saw the replay of that dive in center field to end the game. Look at that. Youngstown is doing the Y clap with Germany.
Great game, to say the least. Let's see what happens tomorrow when these two teams match up again, and we'll see who comes out dominant and victorious.
Well, Youngstown gets to go home, go rest, and they're going to relax. I'm going to ask, where can they see the video if the Ohio fans want to see the Y clap by Germany?
So we just got told by our assistant here, 10 a.m. is going to be what time the next game is going to be tomorrow.
Ohio, 10 a.m., Puerto Rico, 10 de la mañana, tomorrow here.
10 de la mañana.
So you can go to the Palomino World Series Facebook page, and that's where you'll see Germany doing the Y clap. So once again, go to the Palomino World Series Facebook page to see the German Y clap in left field supporting Youngstown. We're getting back to my point. So Youngstown wins this game. So they go back to the room. They're pumped. But Puerto Rico goes to their room wanting another chance at Youngstown. What happened earlier today? Youngstown wanted Puerto Rico again. So now the game's been flipped. Now Puerto Rico, they would rather just start a game right now. They want Youngstown, Ohio. And Ohio needs to know that. They need to know they got to get their rest and come back out here focused, because I guarantee Puerto Rico's bringing their A game tomorrow.
Definitely, they will be bringing their A game tomorrow. 10 a.m. will be the time for that game to happen tomorrow. We'll see what Youngstown can do if they can take it out and sneak a win again and win the second game.
Question is it 10 a.m. Laredo? Yes.
10 a.m.
Laredo,
Central
Texas,
time. Yeah. So if you're on the Eastern Coast, it'll be 11 a.m. If you're on the West Coast, I believe that'll be 8 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 a.m. Germany, that might be a couple hours ahead. And then also if you're in Korea, Chinese Taipei, it'll be just as early. But if you're on Puerto Rico, that's Eastern time. So that's the same as New York now in the West and East Coast.
I want to say this. I want to thank Robert, who's here with me, who's been doing the play-by-play. He's done a bang-up job. I want to thank him for his work that he did yesterday, today. I think we have him hooked. And so he just did a bang-up job that helped us out here. So, and all of you fans.